They're somewhat
What?
creepy on the best of days.
They have a place
Never
where you
mind
store
one
a,
that is located underwater.
a funeral
Also
urn?
known as
What
the Atlantis
hell?
Reef,
That's kind of
the
creepy.
Neptune Memorial Reef was intentionally built underwater and is located 3 miles off the coast of Key Biscayne, Florida.
The
And
reef's
it's in
design
Florida?
was
Oh, hell
inspired by
no.
the
I'm
underwater
moving out of
city
Florida
Atlantis,
immediately.
and
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Fresh Brother, the first person that you know, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today's reaction video, we're going to be reacting to top 10 most haunting statues found underwater. This should be an interesting one. I know one statue I've heard of. There's actually like adjacent statue somewhere underwater. I forgot where, but I thought that was pretty cool. But I guess this is a little more haunting statue, so I guess we'll find out. If you guys are enjoying these reaction videos, make sure to always leave it a big thumbs up, comment, and sub to the channel, and turn on post notifications to never miss a video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and without further ado, let's hop right into this video and see some statues, some interesting haunting statues. Hopefully they're not too scary.
Crater west of Naples, archaeologists now know that the Roman city was not the scene of sudden death like in neighboring Pompeii.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most haunting underwater statues.
Neptune Memorial Reef, creating life after life.
The coral reef are used to be like the shelters, but then it's no more, it's gone.
The project, which is the brainchild of young Bahamian artist Willis C. Tynes, is in its first phase.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most surreal and otherworldly statues or collections of statues that can be found underwater. Do you have an inkling to visit any of these places? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Baia. The ancient Romans loved to party, and Baia was the place to go. Well known for its scandalous offerings and rampant corruption, Baia was a resort town located on the shore of the Gulf of Naples. Long after the site had been abandoned, the lower half of the town fell into the water owing to seismic volcanic activity.
Built in a volcanic crater west of Naples, archaeologists now know that the Roman city was not the scene of sudden death like in neighboring Pompeii.
The sunken city of Baia is now an archaeological park, and visitors can pay to snorkel or scuba dive through the impeccably preserved ruins. It's certainly beautiful, but there's just something a little eerie about swimming through antique art and architecture. Number 9. Neptune Memorial Reef.
So there's two Neptune
Miami's
statues,
Key Biscayne.
or two
Great for
statues
boating,
in Neptune.
swimming, and checking out a cemetery.
A columbarium is a building that stores funeral urns. They're somewhat
What?
creepy on the best of days.
They have a place
Never
where you
mind
can
one
store
that is located underwater.
a funeral
Also
urn?
known as
What
the
the
Atlantis
hell?
Reef,
That's kind of
the
creepy.
Neptune Memorial Reef was intentionally built underwater and is located 3 miles off the coast of Key Biscayne, Florida.
the reef's
And it's in
design was
Florida? Oh, hell
inspired by
no.
the
I'm
underwater
moving out of
city
Florida
Atlantis,
immediately.
and includes Mayan statues, columns, benches, canopies, and podiums.
Situated 40 feet underwater and spanning 16 acres, the reef's features are made from a combination of cremated human remains and cement. And the site
What
is
the
home to
hell?
some epic features like gates
They made
and stone
statues
roads.
from cremated
Atlantis is certainly a
human
fitting name,
ashes
as this
and
is
from
a
cement?
true city of the dead.
Neptune
Yo,
Memorial
who decided
Reef,
that was a good idea?
creating life
Who?
after life.
That is insane.
Our internet came with so many hidden monthly fees that now we all have fees.
Don't get fees. Get Frontier.
Pause jerky. We have to stop.
That is insane, people.
After life.
Number 8. Underwater Grotto Shrine. Located
My
in
man
the
just kissed a
Philippines is
statue.
an island province called Bohol. Bohol is home to the Dinahan Bank, which was weakened in recent years due to various forms of illegal fishing, including dynamite and cyanide fishing.
The coral reef are used to be like the shelters.
People throwing
Then
dynamite in the
it's no
water.
more,
That's
it's
crazy.
gone.
To prevent further destruction, the local government body had 2 religious statues installed underwater. The hope is that these statues will remind fishermen that God created the ocean and its various forms of life, and therefore deter them from illegal fishing. It also helps boost the economy, as tourists and experienced divers flock to the location to see the underwater statues. Number 7. Fake Easter Island heads. Fake or not, seeing one of those Easter Island heads underwater is enough to give anyone the chills. Officially known as moai, the Easter Island figures are some of the most famous carvings in world history.
Scientists are continually uncovering more of this history. But it is already clear that this was a remarkably complex society, of which the moai were only one part.
In 1994, Kevin Costner produced a movie called Rapa Nui, which is set on Easter Island. Unfortunately, the movie was an enormous bomb.
Easter Island.
Fake moai were
Seems
made for
pretty
Rapa Nui and eventually placed underwater off the real Easter Island as a tourist attraction. At least something worthwhile came from the movie. Number 6. Ocean Atlas. In 2014, sculptor Jason DeCaires Taylor placed a massive sculpture underwater just off the coast of Nassau in the Bahamas.
The project, which is the brainchild of young Bahamian artist Willis Tynes, is in its first phase and has already attracted thousands of divers, even before its official opening.
Situated about 15 feet underwater and spanning the ocean floor to the surface, Ocean Atlas sits in a kneeling position with her head resting on her left knee. This reinterpretation of an ancient myth is made from sustainable materials,
it's
weighs
just straight up
60
just bending.
tons, and according to underwatersculpture.com, it is, quote, the largest single sculpture ever to be deployed underwater. Aside from the environmental statement, the statue is also meant to attract tourists and provide marine life with an artificial reef for colonization. Number 5. Amphitrite. A major part of Greek mythology, Amphitrite was the wife of Poseidon and therefore Queen of the Sea. So an underwater statue makes a lot of sense. And located off the Sunset House Dive Resort in the Grand Cayman Islands is a statue of Amphitrite. Nearly 60 feet below the surface and made from silicone bronze, the statue stands 9 feet tall and has attracted tourists and divers since its creation in the early 2000s.
9 feet tall,
Also
that's pretty
located
big.
in Grand Cayman is Simon Morris's Guardian of the Reef, a 13-foot-tall bronze sculpture that stands in front of Lighthouse Point. Number 4. Molinaire Underwater Sculpture Park. This stellar collection of underwater art is located off Grenada in the Caribbean Sea. Like the Ocean Atlas, this park was created by diver and sculptor Jason DeCaires Taylor. The park consists of over 65 individual concrete
They
structures.
made a bench and a
These
person
include
sitting
a
on
man
it.
sitting in
That's
a
crazy.
typewriter, human heads fixated to a rock face, and a beautiful ring of 26 children standing in a circle and holding hands. Many of these concrete sculptures were actually created using life casts of the local population, and they currently reside in Molinaire Bay at depths of 6 to 25.
We're spending more time in our homes. Make sure your air is clean. The Dyson
Bay at depths of 6 to 25 feet. Number 3. The Alley of Leaders. Art historians can have a field day in Crimea's Tarkankut Peninsula. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, a diver by the name of Vladimir Bromensky collected fallen statues of Soviet leaders and cast them into the sea. These included busts of major figures like Lenin and Stalin. The underwater collection was known as the Alley of Leaders, and it now stands as a museum to notable communist figures. The museum now features over 50 statues and various replicas of world-famous structures, like London Bridge and the Eiffel Tower.
London Bridge.
Number 2. Christ of the Abyss. There are actually 3 Christ of the Abyss statues located throughout the world. Perhaps the most famous is located in Italy. Placed in the Mediterranean in 1954, this original bronze Christ of the Abyss stands 8 feet tall and underwent major cleaning and restoration work in both 2003 and 2018.
These statues are pretty huge,
A second
to be
statue
honest,
was
I'm not
erected in
gonna lie.
Grenada in 1961. A third and final Christ was gifted to the Underwater Society of America and eventually placed off Key Largo. All 3 statues remain underwater, and the American version is featured in the Netflix drama Bloodline.
Before we
I think
continue,
I missed that
be sure
because
to
I
subscribe
watched
to
the
our channel
show
and ring the
Bloodline when
bell
it was
to
on
get
Netflix.
notified
I
about
watched
our
all the
latest
seasons. I think I
videos.
probably missed
You have
it.
the option to be
I don't remember
notified
seeing
for
the
occasional
statue.
videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Cancun Underwater Museum. Otherwise known as Musa, the Cancun Underwater Museum is located off the eastern tip of Mexico and contains 500 underwater sculptures,
Damn.
most of which were created by, yes, sculptor Jason DeCaires Taylor.
Yo, that man's a famous
Located
sculpture
in Cancun National
person.
Marine Park and found at depths ranging
He's getting
from
all
10
like
to
the credit
20
for these
feet.
sculptures.
The museum contains more than 400 human sculptures interacting with the ocean in various ways. Well, those and a Volkswagen. Like most of Taylor's other works, the museum is meant as both an environmental statement and a tourist attraction. And what a tourist attraction it is.
Taylor's statues may just be the beginning. Marine park officials say they have a permit for up to 10,000 sculptures, with the aim of drawing enough tourists to be able to close the reef for a time.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Lit. Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for that reaction video. That was a pretty short one, but that was a pretty cool one. Some cool things that I never knew about. Let me know what you guys think about those sculptures. If you guys think those things are creepy or cool looking, or like what. If you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, comment, and sub to the channel, and don't forget to turn on post notifications to never miss a video. Yeah, I think that's about it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.